제 118회 집에 가자마자 잤거든.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. I'm your host Lisa Kelly and welcome to our 118th program. And today's main expression is 집에 가자마자 잤거든. I slept as soon as I got home. All right. And I know that's not what you do because you work out every day after work, right?
Not every day, but sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do go home and just fall right to sleep, though. 안녕하세요. I'm Stephen Revere, and we're coming toward the end of the season of Let's Speak Korean. 118 episodes. I'm so proud of us. And you guys, too.
Yeah, I'm too. What's that? Pink. 안녕하세요. 네오미입니다. How are you?
안녕하세요. 컬린입니다.
How are you doing, Colin?
좋아요.
Good.
Well, clothes seems like such an issue here on our program. Everyone's always talking about, I'm wearing pink again, or you've got a new color, purple.
Is this purple?
Yeah.
I'm not good with colors. I have no idea what to call it. Blue, silverish, purple. Okay.
Something.
Anyway.
Anyways, what's something you do as soon as you get home?
Well, I watch TV.
TV. What about you, Colin?
I play with the children.
You have children
That's
too.
right,
Oh, new
yes.
discovery. All right, we're getting to know Colin little by little. Okay, well, pretty soon we'll be able to express all of this very soon, right after Let's Do It.
Let's do it.
왜 전화 안 했어?
아, 잊어버렸다. 집에 가자마자 잤거든.
Okay, we heard, why didn't you call me? 왜 전화 안 했어? 왜? You can just say 왜 without anything else, and this means why? And I say this all the time. Why didn't you call me? Or why weren't you here? Or why didn't you do this? 왜 전화 안 했어? Stephen, why didn't you call me?
Call you? Was I supposed to call you?
You forgot again.
Okay, yeah, 잊어버렸어. I wasn't supposed to call. Anyway, let's teach some Korean here. So, this sentence is a very normal sentence in Korean, but might seem quite a bit strange to those of us who are native English speakers because you got a couple of things missing. First of all, who didn't call whom, right? We're looking for objects and subjects here, but they're not here. But very commonly, when someone's talking to somebody else in Korean, they just get omitted. You've got 왜, which is why, fairly easy, the same way we would start out a sentence. And then 전화, call, that's your verb. 전화 is a telephone. Then you turn that into a verb simply by adding 하다. But in between you put the negative, the not, the don't, right? 왜 전화 안 했어? Why didn't you call me? 했어. That double shit. 쌍시읒 at the bottom, that turns it into past tense. Why didn't you call me?
Right. And when you say 왜 전화 안 했어, it has that slight nuance. It's accusatory, a little bit like, why didn't you? So watch it. You don't want to use it with your elders. Second, notice that even though this does make sense, 왜 전화 못 했어? Why couldn't you call me? Versus 왜 전화 안 했어? Why didn't you call me? One is you have a choice in it. 못 is you couldn't. Even though it does make sense, you should realize that not many people say this. They'll generally say 99% of the time, 왜 전화 안 했어? So 못 했어, it does make sense, but you wouldn't use it in conversation.
You only say 못 했어 if you're making it, you're in the middle of making an excuse.
Right.
죄송해요, 전화 못 했어.
Right.
왜 전화 못 했어? Right?
Right.
So what's the reason you
And that
didn't
would be a
call
lot
me?
more accusatory too, like you're really like questioning or giving someone the third degree.
Yeah.
Let's try that sentence once. 왜 전화 안 했어?
왜 전화 안 했어?
왜 전화 안 했어?
Very good.
And then we have the answer, okay, and we say when we've forgotten something or when we have just thought of an idea. So here's 잊어버렸어. I forgot. And time again, we want to compare 잃어버렸어 and 잊어버렸어. Very similar in sound, but very different in meaning. One is I forgot, memory-wise, and one is I've literally lost something, okay? Let's try those. 잊어버렸어, I forgot. 잃어버렸어, I lost.
잊어버렸어, 잃어버렸어.
잊어버렸어.
You did two of the same thing there.
One more time.
잊어버렸어 and 잃어버렸어.
One is a J,
Try
and then one is like an L.
That's okay. 잃어버렸어.
잃어버렸어.
Good. Okay, and then after that we said 집에 가자마자 잤거든. We're giving an excuse here. Oh, I fell asleep as soon as I got home. Sorry, I forgot, right?
하자마자. Okay? You're doing as soon as is what this means. One thing happens directly after another. You say 하자마자, right? Usually you use this to refer to yourself or something you did. And in this case, I got home. As soon as I got home, I went home. Then I slept, right? 집에 가자마자, as soon as I got home, right? I slept. Now notice you don't say 가자마자, okay? You do not put the past tense in front of this one. This is another one of those Korean grammar forms where you must stick the tense at the end, never in the middle. You think you want to say, as soon as I went home, right? That's okay in English, not okay in Korean. 집에 가자마자 잤어. 잤거든 in this instance.
Right. And we're in the past tense here, but you can state, okay, like we said earlier, Naomi, you go home and you watch TV. Then you can say, 집에 가자마자, how do we end this?
TV 봤거든.
봤거든 or 봐요. Okay,
TV.
usually, okay, so I'm asking you, what do you usually do when you go home? 집에 가자마자 자요. Okay, and Colin said he plays with the kids. It's a little bit longer and a little bit harder. Okay. 집에 가자마자 아이들과 놀아요. Okay, 놀다 means to play with them. Right, Stephen, what do you do? 집에 가자마자 뭐 해요?
집에 가자마자 라디오 들어요.
I listen to the radio. Another one of those words that are in English, but we say radio.
Radio, yes, not radio, radio,
Okay.
yes.
Naomi, tell me another thing you do when you go home.
집에 가자마자 샤워해요.
Shower해요. I take a shower. Another English word, shower, shower. Can you think of one more?
Sure. 집에 가자마자 공부해요.
Oh, very good.
Student, huh?
Uh-huh.
Liar. I don't believe
Your
you.
pants are on fire.
Okay, yeah. The great thing about the two little grammar formats in this last sentence here, you've got 가자마자 or 먹자마자. Notice no conjugation involved. You don't have to worry about whether there's a 받침 or there's no 받침 or final consonant. You just add it directly onto 하자마자, 자마자, right? You just add that right onto the end, and the same with 거든, which shows you're giving a reason for something. That just happened right here, right? You're giving the reason why you forgot to call. 집에 가자마자 잤거든. So that's why I'm sorry.
Okay, keeping that in mind, let's go to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
With Lisa.
And Steven.
스티븐, 왜 이렇게 바빠?
숙제를 못했어.
어제 일찍 집에 갔잖아.
집에 가자마자 그냥 잤거든.
Okay, just a quick review over some things that we covered today. First, we had 못했다 and 안 했다. I explained the difference. 못했다 is how? What?
I can do that.
I wasn't able to, okay? I had a choice, and then one is I didn't have a choice, okay? 안 했다 is I didn't do it. 못했다 is I wasn't able to do it. Okay, what about this? 잊어버리다 and 잃어버리다. What's the difference between those two?
잊어버리다 is I forgot.
And?
잃어버리다 is I lose it.
I lost something,
lost.
right? For example, 전화번호를 잊어버렸다. I forgot the phone number. Versus 가방을 잃어버렸다. I lost my bag. Okay, very good. And here's another one. Instead of saying 잊어버렸어, do you know another word that Koreans often use for that? Stephen, help us out.
You ate it?
Yeah.
Huh? Right? You peeled it and ate it? What is that?
까먹었어요.
까먹었어,
Okay.
yeah.
까다 means actually to peel it, as Stephen said, and then 먹었다 is eat it. But what it really means is I forgot something. And of course, it does mean I peeled it and ate it.
And you'll hear it almost
Yeah.
as much as you'll hear 잊어버렸어 or 잊었어. You'll hear
Right.
I think you'll hear 까먹었어 quite a bit more, actually. I forgot it. I spaced it, kind of,
Right.
in colloquial English.
In
I
school,
spaced it.
where's your homework? Oh, 까먹었어요. Right. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for
Ari,
AriranTV.com.